Good morning.
It is indeed morning.
As we have discovered.
This is day 3 of the Great Southern Slam, coming to you live from Adelaide, from the Adelaide Showgrounds, track 2.
Yes, and we have Sydney Roller Derby League Assassins up against the Northside Rollers Death Stars.
Yeah, this is, I believe, the D1 Consolation final?
Yes.
So is that the battle for 3rd and 4th?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, so these teams today battling for 3rd and 4th spot on the Div 1 ladder heading out of this weekend.
Yeah, I'm expecting a really, really close bout. It should be some exciting stuff.
Sydney, of course, the champions of... No, not the champions, the runners-up of Div 1 last year, but this year consigned to the Consolation final.
There's been some really tough teams, though.
Absolutely.
In Div 1.
Canberra Roller Derby League shooting up the Wooftada ranks, I believe, and...
Absolutely, yeah.
Shooting up the TGSS ranks as well. Few people saying they could be a surprise winner today over the Queen Bees from VRDL. So that will be a great game to watch, but...
It will be. It would be a huge shock, too.
Yeah.
I think. Do you know what I mean? There's an expectation.
Yeah, but it is the Queen Bees rather than the All-Stars.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, we are about to get off and rolling, so we should probably do a roll call, but it's probably too late now, so
we can do one in the break. We've got Mad Pixie jamming for the Death Stars.
And that is Moody jamming for the Assassins. And it
I think Mad Pixie.
Mad Pixie with lead, and Moody there picking up a cut track penalty, so she will go and spend some time in what has been called in this tournament the reflection section.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I believe you coined the reflection section.
I think somebody else may have, but I've taken it as my own.
You've adopted the reflection section?
We have had some comments on YouTube saying it should be part of the Woofta rule set.
We'll get that suggestion to them.
We will.
There are Woofta reps here, so I'm sure that they will take that on board and, care.
We have got Mad Pixie still fighting the pack, but has gotten through and grabbed all 5 points.
So that is 10 points so far in this jam for the Death Stars.
We have got Moody back on the track. Stashing the penny and getting through the pack.
Pack seems to mostly be Death Stars at the moment. Yes, there are, in fact, 3 blockers from the Assassins in the penalty bin. So
surely one would be returning to track?
No, there is one on the track. So you can have a pack with 1 skater.
Yes.
And they are responsible for holding packs. So that's a pretty big responsibility there on Jones. She is the only Assassins blocker right now. So Jam 2 underway, and it is the Northside jammer out for lead. That is Fizzgig. That's a cool name.
It is.
Fizzgig.
Ooh. A little bit of a tumble over the top of Fizzgig while they were calling that one off.
Yeah, a belly flop there from Minky.
A little bit softened by Fizzgig, though.
Nice to have a cushion to land on.
Yeah, that's right. Dom jamming for the Assassins.
And that looks like Venus thigh slap for the Northside Death Stars.
Venus getting through and grabbing the lead rather quickly on the inside there. Dom fighting hard against that tough Northside Rollers wall, getting through. And Venus thigh slap calling that one off, grabbing 3 points and keeping the Assassins on 0 for that pass.
also for the period so far. Still the Assassins on 0. As Bruce Willis lines up. Is it just Bruce or not? Yes, Bruce Willis for the Assassins.
That's a name I like.
Yes, and it looks like Curly for the Northside Rollers. Bruce there darting back and forth, trying to find her way around these fairly fearsome blockers.
We do have Curly, though, getting out of the pack, grabbing the lead for Death Stars. And that is now a power jam also for Curly and the Death Stars.
Yep, Bruce Willis heading off for a cut track penalty.
Minky becoming a bit of a brick wall there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bounced off.
Aka Armoff, I think that was, trying to take her on and just bouncing off. Always a fun thing to see, I'm not going to lie.
No, there's complete truth in that. Curly grabbing another 5 points on the way around, so 10 points for this jam so far.
Bruce now through for her initial pass.
Oh, I thought there might have been a couple of sneaky points, but no.
No, denied. The call-off happening before Bruce could pick up any points there. So the Assassin's still on 0 as the Death Stars open up a bit of a lead to 35 points. Brittany Spear tackle now on the jammer line for the Assassins. Another good derby name.
Good derby name. Mad Pixie up there for the Death Stars.
And it is Brittany Spear tackle with lead jam for the Assassins. So hopefully she can pick up some points there. No points for Brittany Spear tackle because of being knocked out of bounds and wanting to prevent Mad Pixie picking up any more points. So a bit of a rough one there to get lead jammer, call it off and still not pick up any points.
Mad Pixie was coming up pretty quick. So
Moody now up against Fizzgig.
Oh, a little bit of matrix on the inside line there from Moody. Oh, and that was Fizzgig on the outside there. And calling it off as Moody overtook. We have got Dom on the line for the Assassins and Venus. Nice slap.
Venus thigh slap out for lead jam for the Northside Rollers.
Dom, though, not far behind, has broken out of that pack and is coming up again now. Venus calling that one off and keeping the Assassins at 0. Mad Pixie on the line. Up against Brittany Spear tackle again. Josh Pixie gets low.
So Pixie out first, but she is not your lead jammer. She did not pass all of the skaters legally as she got knocked out of bounds and passed another skater who also went out of bounds. So Brittany Spear tackle picks up lead and calls it off. So
And
no points apiece.
Mad Pixie taking a little bit of a trip through the danger zone there. She come off the track a little bit hot. Just saying hi to all the fans.
Yeah, why not? They've come out early on a public holiday, so they deserve some attention and love.
Absolutely.
Fizz Gig now, jamming for the Northside Rollers with
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis up for the Assassins. By the end of this game, I'll know them, but I don't yet.
It's still really early.
Both in the game and in the day, quite frankly.
Yes. Fizzgig picking up 4 points in that jam before calling it off.
If you are watching this stream and happen to live in Adelaide, don't forget you can also catch all the live action from track 1 on Channel 44 today. Not that we're encouraging you to go away and stop listening to us, but just a reminder that as well as the live YouTube stream, there is actual telebox action today.
There is. People can multitask though.
Yeah, you could have one bout on keeping track of the score on track 2 whilst watching track 1. Have one on mute.
Yeah.
It's like the Olympics.
It is.
Sort of.
What kind of? It's almost like the old school multi-screen on the TVs.
Oh, yeah.
And that hardly ever worked. Back then.
Yeah.
Back then.
Still no points for the Assassins.
No, not for lack of trying though. Northside Rollers picking up 3.
Yeah, Moody doing everything she could there. Some very fast skating, but not quite catching up in time.
Brittany Spear tackle on the line for the Assassins right now up against Mad Pixie.
Oh, some fearsome blocking from the Assassins there. And Mad Pixie picking up a cut track penalty, so...
Big opportunity.
Absolutely, with only one Death Star blocker on track to have to pass. Beautiful work there by Honey Punch. Just forcing an illegal re-entry, so keeping the track clear for their jammer to come around and score as many points as they can.
Minky putting on some awesome hits there.
Absolutely. 15 points so far in this power jam.
Brittany picking up another 5 points.
Mad Pixie has completed her initial pass though as Brittany Spear tackle tries to pick up a few more points, and she does. 3 more points for the Assassins. So I think we might have some Assassins fans over there on turn 1. They
I think we do.
Cheering those final 3 points, taking the Assassins to 23 for that jam and for the game.
We have got Fizzgig on the line for the Death Stars.
Dom for the Assassins.
Fizzgig getting through very quickly on the outside line and grabbing lead.
Bit of the wobbly knee action going there. The which way will I go, which way will I go? Trying to confuse those blockers, and
Bit of one-on-one at the front there. Dom coming up good in that one. Sneaking in 2 points.
Fizzgig calling off the jam. I thought she'd been called for a penalty, but maybe it was someone else, or maybe it was overturned.
Yeah, maybe overturned. I think so.
Spanish Inquisition, they're having a bit of a chat with Axiom Addicts, so I suspect Spanish Inquisition called the cut track, but it was overturned, and so that allowed the jammer Fizzgig to call off the jam.
Yeah, and picking up 4 points also.
And it is Curly now for the Northside Rollers, but it is Bruise.
Bruise Willis.
Bruise with lead jammer status for the Assassins. Picks up 3 points by the looks of things and calls it off, closing the gap between the two teams to just 20 points. 48 plays 28 in the way of the Northside Rollers at this time.
Do have Venus Thigh Slap. I want to say Venus Trap.
Well, there is a Venus Thigh Trap as well. So Venus Thigh Trap, I believe, from memory, plays for Auckland.
Ah, okay. I definitely don't want to get them confused.
No, and it looks like we have Moody jamming for the Assassins. So
Venus sneaking on the inside and grabbing the lead. And killing that jam before the Assassins can grab any points. We've got Fizzgig on the line up against Bruise Willis.
The not insubstantial form of Duchess of Hazzard taking up almost the entire track by themselves. I'm quite impressed.
Yep. Bruise Willis does have the lead.
Bruise Willis is lead jammer. Not sure if she's on a scoring pass or whether she got sucked back into the back. She was on a scoring pass, picked up 4.
Yeah, and the Death Stars sneaking in 1 point just at the end there.
Love a sneaky point.
I do too. We've got Mad Pixie on the line for the Death Stars and Brittany.
Yep, Brittany Spear Tackle once again up for the Assassins.
Brittany Spear Tackle grabbing the lead for the Assassins.
Yeah, Mad Pixie still stuck in this enormous pack of Assassins. It seems enormous. She is struggling to get through.
Brittany Spear Tackle, though, grabbing up 5 points. Taking a nice hit to the inside.
Yeah, that is Sunny Onslaught there taking a nice defensive block there. But it is Brittany Spear Tackle through for another 5 points by the looks of things, as I think the Northside Rollers jammer is in the box. So
yes, that is right. So this is Power Jam. There's only 2 Death Stars blockers on the track also.
Yeah, good chance again for the Assassins to rack up a few more points. In fact, they are now within 2 points of the Death Stars total score. So number 23 there, Icy Red trying to take on a Northside blocker and just bouncing off.
And Pixie getting through finally. That was a struggle.
And we have a lead change. So that is the Assassins taking the lead on 54 points.
We do have a team timeout for the Death Stars.
Yes. This is when I feel hugely privileged to be commentating. This stuff, it's just magnificent. Alright, so what we have
I'll take the opportunity to say a big thank you to the Adelaide Showgrounds for helping us put on this huge event every 2 years. Biggest roller derby tournament in the world.
Is back to being in the world, is it?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, we were overtaken at one point by something. I don't know what it was.
It must be inconsequential.
It was Southern Hemisphere, but now the world.
Yep.
Ha ha!
World domination.
First the Great Southern Slam, then the world. That's what I have to say. First Adelaide, then the world.
That's right.
Probably something nobody has ever said before.
Hey, I was told it was a hoedown, so thank you very much. Just in case anyone cares, I'm not sure that you do, but we have a moment.
We have got Dom on the line for the Assassins and Curly for the Death Stars.
Duchess of Hazard lining up and clean penalty box. Thank you all. We have a lead change. How is a lead change? I'm watching what matters. Quite often forget to look at those things because that does not interest me. Look at this and it is not jam and dirty out there. It is proper dirty.
So we have Dom now jamming for the Assassins, and she is through for lead.
But look, we're going to have a repeat of yesterday when we started. Will the pack make a run?
Curly being held up by the Assassins pack.
Just out of play, so don't field.
Very strong blocking from both teams, but it is Dom picking up the points on that occasion with 5 points going to the Assassins.
So is that extra bit special?
Somebody just brought me a coffee and they are officially my hero.
Okay, I can see Axiomatic uniform helping to get Kitty Hawk to just tweak the uniform.
That was 3 points in that pass for the Assassins. So scores now 62 for the Assassins and 49 for the Death Stars.
Venus thigh slap now up for the North Brisbane Rollers. North Brisbane. There are too many teams with North in their name in this
And
tournament.
rollers, and
North
rollers.
side. To try and see what she can do, but it is the Assassins with lead jammer. It is what's her name? Moody. Moody is
Moody.
her name. Picking up a lead jammer. So
Venus was cycled a fair way back.
Nice little jagging in a way there by Curly get past Mickey.
So the cavalry slowly start to make their way back in track for both teams as the pack now makes its way off. Turns right down the back.
Moody telling her pack to just put the jets on.
yeah, trying to do what she could to get her blocker out of the penalty bin, I would say, before calling off the jam. So speeding up the pack to stop any scoring from Northside, but also to try and get that remaining blocker out of the penalty bin.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis now up against Fizzgig. And an enormous wall of Death Star blockers right on that jammer line.
Jones of the Assassins has now rejoined the pack.
But it is Fizzgig with lead jammer for the Death Stars. So she will see what she can do to put a dent in this lead that the Assassins have racked up. What can she do?
Oh.
1 point, but there were three
Three.
scored by Moody. No?
By Bruce
No,
Willis
Bruce Willis before
before the call-off.
before the call-off. So Bruce Willis doing the damage there.
Mad Pixie back on the line for the Death Stars.
Brittany spear tackle back for the Assassins.
And Mad Pixie getting through first, grabbing the lead.
Looks like whatever pep talk they got from their bench during that team timeout has at least helped perhaps their jammers or maybe their blockers to be slowing down the other jammer a bit more. 2 points there to Mad Pixie before calling off the jam.
Curly on the line now for the Death Stars up against Dom for the Assassins.
Your NRG coming back having a giggle with the Death Stars jammer there.
Yeah, with
so
Curly.
Why not? Not sure how often these teams face off, one being in Melbourne and one in Sydney, but seems to be a bit of camaraderie going on, so maybe they are well known to each other. I can imagine that in terms of trying to keep your WFDA ranking ticking over and keeping that accreditation status, you would be wanting to play other WFDA teams as often as possible.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Melbourne and Sydney not that far apart.
No, no. We have had a penny pass, so Duchess of Hazzard is now the jammer.
Probably not a position she finds herself in often for the Death Stars, judging from this game so far.
No, but just bulldozing through the Sydney blockers.
That is definitely one way to score points. You have your zippy, zigzaggy jammers, agile AF,
Light.
as who juke and jive all over the place. And then you have your Duchesses of Hazzard who just bulldoze their way through. An absolutely equally effective way of scoring points for your team. 5 more there for the Death Stars.
So Dom now back on the track.
No lead jammer, so we'll be going out to 2 minutes.
20 seconds left in this jam.
Yeah, it absolutely takes the strength of 3 blockers to hold back the might that is Duchess.
Duchess picking up another 4 points there, so that was a 14-point jam for the Death Stars, and the Assassins getting 9 points in that jam.
Moody now taking on Venus Thigh Slap. Down within the last 5 minutes of this first half. We'll see who can take out the lead in this first half of this consolation final at the Great Southern Slam. Now, Moody picking up a lead jam for the Assassins. So she will be looking to maintain that lead, that score lead, as opposed to lead status, because that's not confusing at all.
Not at all. There isn't much of a difference in the score.
There's not much in it. 66 for the Death Stars and 82 for the Assassins. So, no, I'm not going to math.
No.
16? Please don't correct me
You're
if
asking
I'm wrong.
the wrong person.
Yeah. Hey, I'm pre-coffee, so yeah.
That's all good. We have got Fizzgig on the line up against Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis coming through with the lead jammer status.
Oh, slamming her way through the Death Stars there. 4 points for the Assassins.
Bruce very, very happy. We've got Mad Pixie on the line for the Death Stars up against Brittany Spear Tackle.
And we should now be watching Brittany Spear tackle technique. Nice defensive stance there. Get the legs primed, but carried to the back. Cannot see what's happening out the front, but we know that is the pitch.
I worked out as I was wandering around yesterday that in this tournament we have a north side, a west side, and a south side. But
Wow.
I'm not convinced they're all from the same city. So they're not the sides of the same city.
No. We do have a skater down at the moment. They are off the track. I believe they are okay. Pixie did pick up 4 points in that pass. And we've
See,
also-
now it's definitely a 16 point.
Yeah. See, that one's... I can work that out.
That one's easy.
I was good at art, not maths.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
English, obviously. I can talk all day.
Yeah. English, history.
Even doubled in biology, but
Yeah.
math, not my thing. Plus, it's been 15 years since I was in high school and did any maths at all. So
How many was that? Just tell me off mic. Oh, no, mine's way longer than that. As you can tell by the glitter in my hair.
there's quite a lot of glitter in my hair too, but that's a family trait. That started when I was 18.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about unfair. Well, not as bad as my brother, who was salt and pepper by the end of year 12.
Oh, wow.
Yes, this is the kind of chatter
Yes.
you get whilst we are on
This
injury
is
timeout.
This is Derby Gold.
Well, Derby Silver, actually.
We can make it whatever we want to make it.
It's at this point where people go, you know what, I'm going to mute this and watch track 1 on channel 44.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is an injury timeout.
We are, of course, super grateful to all the volunteers from St. John who come administer first aid when our skaters have a tumble and hurt themselves a little bit.
And this is an extreme sport, so, injuries are unfortunately par for course.
Absolutely. We do pay insurance
We do.
because regular health insurance is just not enough. Medicare
No.
doesn't cover roller derby, that's for sure.
No. And, the medics have been looking after all our skaters, keeping them all safe.
I find it so confusing when people call them medics
Yeah.
because where I come from, Light City Derby, we have a home team called the Medic Mayhem, and
Oh,
we
really?
are the medics. And so we can't call our first aiders medics because it just gets way too
Did you
confusing.
yell out for a medic and everybody turns around?
Yeah. Well, no, about a third of the league turns around, give or take. So... And actually, I am told that they prefer first aiders to medic. Medic is, unless they are a paramedic, perhaps.
It's a bit of an overseas term.
Yeah, and a lot of these people, not paramedics, they are volunteers.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, they want to use the right term.
they want to use the right term.
Yep.
They're volunteer first aiders, a lot of them. There may be some paramedics standing by. I don't know.
But I will try and use the correct term.
This might...
Might be a little bit extended.
so someone having to come to attend to Teratoma. This might be a good time to have a quick roster check. So,
Yeah.
we didn't get a chance to do that earlier. So, for the Northside Rollers Death Stars today, we have number 00, Duchess of Hazard. No, of course that will happen. Just as I think I have some time, the rolling whistle goes. So I'll go through quickly. Duchess of Hazard, Suspender, not sure. Daywalker, Fizzgig, Catitude, Misery, Sunny Onslaught, Mad Pixie, Aka Armoff, Curly, Miss Ebola, and Venus Thigh Slap.
I'll go through the assassins in the next break that we have. Right now we have, that's Moody.
It is Moody, and she is racking up some more points for the assassins.
The full 5 points. Okay, and another 5 points for Moody and the assassins.
Looks like Curly jamming possibly for
Yes.
the Death Stars. She has stashed the panty, so it's a little hard to tell, but stashed past, not shot past now.
Yes.
To Miss Ebola, by the looks of things, number 88, unless, yes.
No,
Can't
it
be
is.
Curly, because Curly had it to start with. The folds in the uniform sometimes make it a little bit tricky to see the skaters' numbers.
Yes. So I'll quickly go through the assassins. We have Pure Energy, Jones, Dom, Icy Red, Brittany Spear Tackle, Apple Turnover, Mother Farga, Minky, Bruce Willis, Unsteady, Moody, Kitty Hawk, Honey Punch, Teratoma.
A shindig, a knees up, Brittany, a spear but we have the fight.
And Fizzking now out for lead jammer in what might be the last jam of this period. It just depends
Yeah.
on whether the call-off happens quickly and whether anyone decides to call a timeout. So
Yeah, that was called off.
a call there and 4 points for the Death Stars. And we'll just wait to see if anyone decides to call a cheeky timeout to pull a one more jam in that period. But
No.
no, that is intermission. So
Assassin's cracking 100 with that jam.
yeah, nice round 100 to finish that half of roller derby. We will be taking a break, approximately 15 minutes. It's the
Thereabouts.
first game of the day, so it probably will only be 15 minutes
Yeah.
unless they try and make up some of that injury time. And we will be back.
We will. Welcome back, everybody. We do have, again, for those just tuning in, the Sydney Roller Derby League Assassins up against the Northside Rollers Death Stars. And right now we have Mad Pixie on the line for the Death Stars up against Moody for the Assassins. About 10 seconds away from the whistle. My name is Brix and I am joined by Wilhelmina. Mad Pixie getting very, very low off the line there. Mad Pixie going under her blocker's arms there. Moody sneaking through on the outside though and grabbing the lead jammer. Mad Pixie not far behind. Ooh, bit of a jump on the inside. They did collide, both Moody and Mad Pixie. Mad Pixie will be taking a little bit of a trip to the penalty box. Looks like we've just had Teratoma go past our little desk, and they do look okay.
Excellent. That's what we like to see. Possibly just a precautionary check there if they have knocked their noggin.
Yeah, they have got all their skate gear on those, so potentially back on the track soon.
That is good. And Mad Pixie currently sitting in the penalty box. I didn't have my headphones on, so I don't know if you already know that.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah. There was a bit of a collision.
Ooh, a collision.
Almost everybody out of the penalty box.
And going back again.
Pixie getting a bit of a track cut there on her way back in.
Yeah, not looking very happy with herself there, but Bench is explaining what's going on and she looks a bit shamefaced, to be perfectly
yeah,
honest.
That's what it is, yeah. Brittany grabbing another 5 points, bringing the jam total to 10 for the Assassins. Pixie going in quite low towards the Assassin's pack and taking a bit of a knee.
I have to say, if you are listening at home, you are missing out on some wild and caffeinated commentary from sweet Fanny Adams over there. She is having a great time.
She is. She's dressed quite appropriately for Hoedown Monday.
Yes. Hoedown Monday is a thing. And most of us just hanging out for the after party. But a few of us have some derby to play and commentate and officiate before then.
Fizz Gig on the line now for the Death Stars up against Dom.
And it is Fizz Gig with lead jammer. And a star pass from Dom to...
Wow, that was a slide on turn 4 there.
Yeah, pure energy getting down almost on one knee there to go around the apex. Lovely skating.
Great control. Nice little dainty pirouette around the Death Stars blocker.
Pure energy now, jamming and
want to get the momentum to
Mad Pixie. No, Fizzgig, my mistake. Trying to gain some advantage for the Death Stars here.
Fizzgig working that outside line and being knocked out.
Yeah, there's a forearms call there. I
There
think
was.
they knew that was happening before that was even called. Dom.
Oh, but we do have a return to
knew
track.
That she was a bit naughty. Oh, she
Return to track.
by Dom.
Mm.
Huh. Okay.
Overruled.
Over.
Must have been.
No, there were two blockers in the
There were
pack.
two.
So she will have to report to the box now that there is a seat for her.
Yeah, and there she is doing the right thing. Fizzgig grabbing 5 points.
And 4 more there for... I keep forgetting who it is. Energy, isn't it? Pure
Energy, yeah.
And calling off the jam. So not quite sure who got more points in that jam. Looks like it was the Death Stars so
Yeah.
far. 17 plays 8. Unless there are more scores to come. No, that looks like it.
I think that's it.
playing it right to not call that one off. It's a 17-8, so that's 9 more points.
Yeah, I will say I'm pretty sure I saw that forearms from here. But all credit where it's due to Dom. She knew she'd done it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So
Mad Pixie has gotten a cut. After finding her seat in the penalty box, this is now a power jam for the Assassins.
no, it is not.
No, it's not now.
We have a jammer switch out. So
Pixie didn't look happy at all about the switch out.
no, she looked like maybe she was looking forward to having a sit down, quite frankly. But now there's a switch out. Both jammers on the track.
Yeah.
Pixie
Bruce.
not sitting for very long, so Bruce only sitting as long as Pixie did before returning to the track. Super tight pack.
Yeah.
We're still pretty much on the jammer line.
We've got Bruce through the pack though.
And both jammers picking up penalties but on their initial pass, so no lead jammer in this jam. It'll just be 2 minutes of trying to score as many points as you can. Got a bit confused there myself with the whistle bleed.
Yes, I did too.
It's like, hang on, how could it be called off? It wasn't called off. That was just 4 whistles from another
I
track.
was like, what?
Pixie trying to tip it in, but she's got to deal with Nikki Jones. That is a lot. So
Oh, some lovely offensive blocking there, but not quite enough to get Mad Pixie through the pack.
No.
And not sure if that was Aka Amok trying to provide that offense, but
It was a multiplayer, I believe.
yeah, Aka picking up a multiplayer block. So at the end of that 2-minute jam, the Death Stars picked up 4 points, and it looks like the Assassins also picked up 4 points. So 4 points apiece. No change to the score difference.
And we do have a new jammer on the line for the Assassins. We've got Unsteady.
Unsteady. And we have Curly up for the Death Stars.
Assassins against Curly. Now Curly into that white horror. Oh, misery! You take your chances.
Yeah, Curly finding themselves very much recycled there. I like to think of it, and I make this joke quite often, so I apologise. Haven't made it yet this tournament. That it's just Derby's way of being environmentally friendly. Lots of recycling.
it.
We encourage recycling here
We do.
at the Adelaide Showgrounds of your plastics and of your jammers.
Really, really tough walls there for both jammers to get through.
Maybe the jammer star should be replaced with like the triangle recycle symbol.
Yeah. You know what? It probably has
Somewhere?
at some point. Yeah.
In a challenge bout somewhere, I
Yeah.
reckon, that somebody has done that.
Mm.
It's all happening 2-2 as well to go
I remember seeing some chatter around the World Cup about various symbols that people had as their jammer star. People wondering how that could be allowed under the rule set.
Yeah.
But if it's not sanctioned play, it doesn't matter. And
That's
of course,
right.
World Cup play won't be sanctioned because it's not WOOF-DIDA teams.
No, that's
So,
right.
If anyone ever wondered why, for instance, people can have Australia plays with a 7-pointed star on their
Yes.
jammer hat, for instance. I believe some places just have like their country
Yeah. Yeah.
as their jammer star. That's why, because it's not
It's not a
sanctioned
sanctioned
play.
event.
There's no sanctioned teams or rosters from WOOF-DIDA, so they can do what they want with their helmet covers, basically.
Yep.
As long as they're high contrast and the refs agree.
Yeah. Yep. We have got Moody up against Venus Thigh Slap.
Looks like it is Moody out for lead jammer for the Assassins. That is a big hit
was a
on
big
Venus.
hit. I did see a bit of a smile on Venus's face after that hit, so they're always the good ones when you can get up and smile after.
When you can get up and appreciate the art form that is a good solid block from your opponent,
Yeah.
it's what you want to see. You want to
Yeah.
see people appreciating the craft of derby, not only from their own teammates, but also from the people knocking them to the
That's
ground.
right. Those hits, they can take some time to practice and get perfect.
Absolutely. Sometimes they make it look easy, but getting the timing right on a big hit is really an art form.
It is.
Lots of these players out there have it down to a fine art.
Mad Pixie working her way through the pack. Oh, Minky taking a tumble, so Mad Pixie was able to get on the track a little bit earlier.
You call that a tumble? It looked a little bit like she was flying. I'm not going to lie.
That's right. No, I agree.
Tripped over her own toe stop, I think, actually, there.
Oh, it happens.
Some of us more than others, let's be honest.
I'm an ankle roller from way back.
I forgot to do up my speed strap and I rolled over it and fell over.
We do have Dom up on the line up against Fizzgig.
Still got 18 minutes on the clock going. All faith in our dead stars. Because all these players are ours. All of them dead. My favourite thing about this is I can't lose because I am watching amazing roller derby. Dom, fight and push at the back. Fizzgig, fight push up the front. No assistance anywhere.
Fizzgig getting through the Assassins pack and grabbing the lead.
Yeah, a bit of a radio silence on our end. Apologies. It's just such good derby. I get so
Yeah.
caught up watching these blockers.
No, I'm the same.
Once upon a time in roller derby, it was just jammers who needed to worry about being agile and covering the track. But those blockers move just as well, and it is so good to watch.
Yeah, and speaking of blockers moving just as well, we did have a panty pass during that time. So Energy is now the jammer for the Assassins, and it's a power jam.
It is a power jam, and our lead jammer is in the box. So that will drag this jam again out for the full 2 minutes, as I think it's NRG
Yes.
goes down. NRG, I think, possibly a specialist pivot, perhaps.
Yeah.
She's been past the star a few times. That's a bit of a fall on the old backside. The old coccyx.
Yes.
But yeah, Fizzgig back on the track now, and
Taking a nice hit from Dom.
scoring pass, I want to say.
Yeah.
So both jammers now in a position to pick up points during this 2-minute jam.
Yeah, the Assassins have picked up 4 points so far.
Fizzgig will want to be picking up some points as well.
And we have got 4 points.
Took a little booty ride off. Pure Energy as well in that one. Pure Energy switching from jam
And that's the end of that jam, with Energy picking up another 5 points for the Assassins.
So that is 9 for the Assassins,
Yes.
that jam,
Yep.
and just the 4 for the Death Stars.
We do have a team timeout for the Death Stars.
We have singing of the Star Wars theme over there, but surely
Yeah.
if they're the Death Stars, it should be the Imperial March.
That's right. We're not going to correct them.
I want to go over there and slap some nerd sense into them, but I don't know that they would appreciate it.
No. Today is all about Derby love,
Derby love,
not Derby slaps.
not Derby slaps. Unless it's on the track and
Yeah,
it's
I was
Derby
gonna-
kisses.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Derby kisses, I have seen quite a few on some of the skaters.
Yes.
A couple of wheel-shaped Derby kisses.
I saw some exceptional bruises on one of the jammers from my own league. I don't know if they all came from the one half of Derby that she managed to play before copping a separated shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, so the collarbone coming slightly disconnected from the shoulder blade in that particular instance. And
Sounds extremely painful.
yeah, she can barely move her arm without, nearly dying from pain. So shout out to Ramona Powers. That is not a nice injury to get.
No.
Another one of my skaters. My skaters. They do
You can
sometimes
own them.
They do sometimes call me Auntie Willow, in all fairness. So knocked her kneecap out of place yesterday, but knocked it back in and walked off the track. I mean, it took her a little while and she didn't skate the rest of the game, but
No. That's tough, though.
yeah.
That's toughness.
I'm not sure if it's the first time it's happened, but
No, it doesn't sound like it's the first time. While we were talking, we did have Venus Thigh Slap jamming for the Death Stars.
but it is the Assassins
Yeah.
with the points advantage in that jam. Picking up 3 more, taking them
3.
out to 155. 99 for the Death Stars, yet to crack that triple figures.
I think Fizzgig might be on track for this one.
Fizzgig and Moody. Yeah, I should just look at the scoreboard rather than looking at these numbers. Scoreboard operator there.
Thank you, scoreboard operators. Fizzgig does have the lead.
I think that is the jam ref that I sassed yesterday manning the scoreboard today. That's all right, he's forgiven me.
And those 4 points from Fizzgig have brought the Death Stars over to 3 digits. 103 to the Assassins, 155.
I just saw the ink on Rawls Vern's leg, and that is a thing of beauty.
Oh, wow, yeah, it is. It's one thing you'll find in Derby is lots of amazing tattoos.
Yeah, not sure if that one is finished yet.
No.
Or if it is just going to be an outline tattoo, but some Kraken tentacles, it
Yeah,
looks like.
yeah, it does.
Very nice work there.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have an official review?
This is an official
We do have
review.
an official review.
So I might just listen to the live announcers to find out what's going on. I think Spanish Inquisition might be coming over to let the live announcers know what's going on. Look, I'm still a little bit confused. They were calling for a cut.
Yeah, something cut, something initiator in the penalty box.
Something denied.
Something official review lost.
Yeah. Venus thigh slap jamming for the Death Stars up against Brittany spear tackle. And Venus grabbing the 5 points.
5 wiggly fingers there and calling off the jam.
We've got Mad Pixie on the line up against Moody. Moody grabbing the lead though for the Assassins. Mad Pixie not far behind at all. Keeping an eagle eye on the scoreboard.
Not quite any sneaky points there for the Death Stars and 4 for the Assassins.
So it is then Bruce Willis and Fizz Gig of 2 jams on the jam start line. Full complement over.
Yeah, I've got Fizz Gig on the line up against Bruce Willis. I think it was actually Bruce Willis's legs that I saw this morning had the derby kisses in the shape of wheels. Okay, and the Death Stars have themselves a power jam. Oh, huge hit on Fizz Gig. An apple turner over sent to the penalty bin for that hit.
Yeah, that was a low block by Apple Turner over. So that is Fizz Gig?
Yes.
With the lead jam and coming around for some points. With our Kitty Hawk going flying, landing on her knees there. Can't be good for the old knees.
No, we do. They do wear some pretty stubborn gear though on the track.
Yeah, and absolutely necessary to have all that good padding on your knees when you're going to be falling on them.
Fizz Gig picking up 10 points in that jam. Score now 118 for the Death Stars and 159 for the Assassins.
Still 10 minutes in this game, so that 41-point gap could be closed if we see some really strong jamming, maybe a few penalties, who knows?
Yeah.
Still anyone's game, really. Anything can happen very quickly in roller derby.
Which just did.
Absolutely. Pixie hits the deck.
The Assassins jam blockers trying to stop Pixie from a panty pass.
Yeah, Pixie went down really quite hard.
Yeah.
And decides that that's not really conducive to good jamming. And she has actually taken herself off the track, having successfully passed the star to Miss Ebola.
I think we might be looking at a bit of a sore leg. There was quite a few bodies in the stacks on there.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a pile up, so hopefully Pixie is okay.
Yeah. Assassins grabbing 8 points in that jam.
And it's going to be Venus taking on Brittany Spear tackle for the next jam by the looks of things. I'm loving this jam timer. She has moves.
It has the moves, hey. It does look like the jam timer is WWOOFTA accredited also.
Possibly. She's wearing a WWOOFTA shirt, although doesn't necessarily accredited, perhaps at least a member of a WWOOFTA league.
Yes, yeah.
What her certification is, I do not know,
No,
but
that's right.
she has sweet moves, and
I'm really impressed.
I am really impressed. Yes, I saw some very sweet jam timer moves last night from an official named Leo Slayer. So
Brittany Spear tackle, 5 points on that pass. We've had a star pass, not fully completed as yet.
no, still just stash by the looks of things, because there is no pivot, is there? Oh no.
No, the
pivot panty is now on the
on the ground.
floor. Yep. Used to be a naughty, but not anymore, I don't think.
No.
So thankfully, whoever now has the star for the Death Stars won't get a star pass violation.
Daywalker.
Daywalker, there you go. As opposed to Nightwalker.
That's
I like
right.
it.
That's right.
Oh, some wonderful toe-stop work there. Unfortunately going over the line, and Daywalker will be heading to the penalty bin for a kart track penalty.
That was the end of that jam, and the Assassins picking up 10 points.
Just increasing that lead now over the Death Stars. So what can Northside do in the next 6 and a bit minutes? Not much, as long as their jammer is in the bin.
Yeah. Unsteady taking the line.
Some solid one-on-one blocking at the front there.
Unsteady getting through the pack. And Daywalker is back on.
Big hit there from Jones. Oh, massive blocking there from the Assassins. Just solid blocking.
Unsteady did pick up 5 points in that last pass and did just attempt an apex jump.
The Sydney Assassins here doing what they can to keep the jammer away from her pivot so that the star pass can't happen. And doing a fantastic job, I must say. But it is Miss Ebola now with the star for the Death Stars. That star pass has completed and is legal, so Miss Ebola now jamming for the Death Stars as the jam is called off by the Assassins.
Yep. Assassins picking up 10 points in that jam.
Out to nearly 70 points in front.
We have got Moody and Fizzgig on the line jamming.
We sure do.
Oh.
Yes, commando roll. I'm holding you responsible. All right, you're on.
Sunny Onslaught putting a nice hit
Gem is on.
on Moody.
Moody.
Moody grabbing the lead though. Fizgig not very far behind at all.
So sneaky. That little burst of speed.
Yeah, some great acceleration there from Moody to get her through the pack. Calling off the jam. One sneaky point for the Death Stars there, though.
Was that a little kind of chest bash? Like when they do the chest slam? I don't know what that movement's called, but the two jammers passing each other on
Venus thigh slap on the line up against Bruce Willis. Venus thigh slap getting a cut penalty.
Not looking very happy about it as Bruce Willis picks up lead jammer for the Assassins.
Slamming into the Death Star's wall. Is that Jones sent to the bin for a back block?
Looks like it.
Bruce grabbing 5 points. Total for the jam so far is 10. Venus back on the track, getting through the pack.
Yeah, Bruce just checking with her bench there that it is time to call off the jam, and we have an official review by the Death Stars. Chant of something from the Sydney fans over there, but I can't make out what it is.
No, we do have headphones on.
Yeah, that does make it a little bit difficult.
Just a tad. We're just listening to the live announcers all saying, yes, it has been a very quick bout.
Yeah, it does seem like time flies when you're having fun, but also when there aren't very many timeouts or official timeouts.
Yeah. So we do have just over 2 minutes left of this bout. The Zebra crew having a bit of a chat. Our wonderful Zebras and NSOs helping us out throughout the weekend. Spanish Inquisition headed over to the live desk.
There was a request for a back block to be called. The contact was into the legal parts of the back though, so moving to the side.
There was a request for a black block to be called. I'm going with that the back block call was turned down.
It does sound like it was overruled. So the Death Stars, they're losing their official review.
Yeah, challenge lost. We have got Dom on the line for, well, off the line now for the Assassins.
This is Blocker Dynamite, Blocker Gold,
And Curly for the Death Stars.
in the legs, fantastic, but a beautiful pop. That wasn't an apex jump, so beautifully controlled. Gorgeous landing.
And some lovely offensive blocking there. Actually, no, defensive blocking, but clearing the path for their jammer. So double duty there by the Northside Rollers blockers.
But it's coming into the end of the game, the adrenaline.
Curly picking up 1 point in that pass, and the Assassins grabbing 2.
There's going to be more of that throughout the day as we come into the pointy end of the
Later on this afternoon or tonight.
Good Venus thigh slap on the line for the Death Stars.
thigh slap, savaged by Honey Punch and Mickey being braced.
Just huge blocking here from the Assassins.
And the Death Stars doing everything they could to hold
Brittany spear tackle, doing what she can to get through, but it is slow going for both jammers. Brittany spear tackle on her scoring pass, and Venus a thigh slap on her initial. So Venus thigh slap finding that inside line and scooting on through.
Stand still, Brittany spear tackle. We haven't seen it much, but Brittany spear tackle actually needing that help just then.
Brittany through the pack and getting all 5 points in that pass.
That's a lot of hits. And
Taking a look at the clock and calling off the jam. The unofficial score for this game currently, I think we can say that the Assassins have taken it.
I think so.
We will just need official
Yeah.
verification of the final score, but at the moment it looks like 212 to the Assassins and 120 to the Death Stars.
And the jam timer with those awesome moves again, calling full time. I do believe that score will be official very shortly.
So your victors and third place in the Division 1 at the Great Southern Slam 2018, the Sydney Roller Derby League Assassins.
What a great bout.
Absolutely, we had a lead change. We
did.
Uh,
Huge hits.
huge hits, people flying, injuries.
All the drama, the
we
action.
don't like injuries, but they do
No.
happen.
All of the drama, all of the derby.
120 Pure Energy, 14 Jones, 187 Dom, 23 Icy Red, 360 Brittany Spear Tackle, 49 Avatar, 535 Motherfucker, 88 Mickey, 130
The team's just doing their rounds now.
1 Unsteady, 216 Rippy, 314 Boxing Lady, 40 Keyhawk, 52 Punch, and 73 Terratoma.
For the Death Stars, we did have Duchess of Hazard, Suspender, Daywalker, Fizzgig, Catitude, Mystery, Sunny Onslaught, Mad Pixie, Aka Armoff, Curly, Missy Bowler, Venus Thigh Slap with the benchies. Sin, Arm and Whip, Crash, and Bumpy Skate Princess.
And your victors today, the Sydney Roller Derby League Assassins. We had Pure Energy, Jones, Dom, Icy Red, Brittany Spear Tackle, Apple Turner Over, Motherfucker, Minky, Bruce Willis, Unsteady, Moody, Kitty Hawk, Honey Punch, Terratoma, and on their bench we had Chakram, Mr. Bump, and Stockard Slamming. I've been Willowmina.
And I have been Bricks. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm off to a different track, I believe.
Yeah, I'm off to track 1.
I think I am too, but I might be. I'm not
You're
sure.
streaming, I think.
Streaming and you're live.
I'm live.
So tune in to Channel 44 if you are in Adelaide. You'll be able to hear me and see the action on your television.
On your TV box.
I'm going to be on TV. That's a little scary. Okay. I'd better put my hat on.
Yeah.
We will leave it there for this bout. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.